If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just hopping on. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I've been better. I just fell taking my dog out, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. And I'm a little early. Hey, John. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on, John. I just took my dog out and I just missed a step and twisted my ankle. I've lived in this apartment for 3 years and never done that. I don't know how I missed that step. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Sorry, I forgot to write down some stuff. We're just kind of gonna chat tonight. Oh, I've got an ice pack on it. It's not the first time I've done it to that ankle either, so, but it's been a while. Probably, what, 6 years or something. Same ankle, same thing. Yeah, I've got an ice pack on it. I'm just praying I can go to work tomorrow. I don't have a choice. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So how was your day, John? What's your weather doing down there? We had snow. Yuck. I hate winter. Cannot wait to get out of here. Hello from South Carolina, Danny. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna let a few more hop on and then we'll get going. I have to be careful apparently what I say because last night, hello from South Dakota. Where in South Dakota? I'm Renee from South Dakota. I'm on the west side. Where are you? Hello from New Jersey. Joseph, welcome. And Tyrone, is that your name? It was good, thanks. Sunny in the day, 50s, cold at night in the 40s. I'll trade ya. I hate snow. Right in the middle next to the river, 8 miles from North Dakota. Okay. McLaughlin. All right, I know where that's at. Yep. My husband and I had been up there. So, yeah, but it's been a while ago. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. You like the cold weather and snow? I absolutely hate it. I hate winter. My husband and I had Sandra. Hi, where are you from? My husband and I had plans to move to Oregon where it was a little bit warmer, help with I am blessed. You can elaborate on that. A little bit warmer with my fibromyalgia. I don't do the cold well. But yeah, so he decided to check out and had other plans. Ed from Vermont, welcome. Ed from Vermont, welcome. Thanks for all the likes, guys. All right, well, we got quite a few on, so I'm going to just go ahead and get started. If you're hop on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. If you're not familiar, if you've never been on my channel, I started my TikTok in March. The reason I started my TikTok, and I have to be very careful with this, is because September 14th of 23, my husband unalived himself. Hopefully that's not going to get me booted. Like last night, right in the middle of my live. And so that's when I discovered that I have these abilities to talk to my guides. And they led me to my purpose, which is to help other people to get through their traumas and to heal. And so that's why I started my TikTok, because I was told to, because it's part of my purpose. So if you're new here, welcome. Sassy, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Bentley, my dog likes to be naughty. I don't know where he's at. Anyway, so that's kind of why I'm here on TikTok. Normally, Spirit gives me a Clark. Thanks for the follow. Is it Weston or Wade? Thank you for the follow. Normally they give me a subject. Happy that I'm healing. I'm trying. I am working really hard at it. I lost my husband in 2020 from heart failure. Well, I am so sorry, and you're in the right place. If you want to talk about it, this is what we do here. We don't have a real subject tonight. Spirit kind of give me, how can we break a chain or our patterns? Hey, Wayne, how are you? I've been in hermit mode the last couple days. I tend to do that. So that's where I've been. Can you be my moderator? I don't even have the first clue how I would do that. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Do I have any children? Yes, I have 4 technically. I have 3 of my own and a bonus daughter. But yeah, I'm curious to hear, Sassy, how long were you together with your husband? And did you heal from that or not? You have 4 also. You can see the change since I first started. Well, thank you, John. I hope so. I mean, it's a day-by-day process, right? 28 years. Okay, I was with mine for, well, married 30, together 32. Sorry, okay. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're just hopping on and you're not familiar, my name is Renee and I'm from South Dakota. What happened? If you missed it, my husband unalived himself September of 23, and that's why I started this TikTok. Yes, I have healed, but I do have my days at times. Okay, so do you make it a whole day or do you just have a moment? Sorry, I have a hair, it's driving me nuts. Barry from Alabama, welcome. Joey from New Jersey. Sorry, I have a hair there and I couldn't find it. Moments. Okay, that's what I tell everybody, right? Have a moment, don't unpack and live there. Just have a moment and keep going. So yeah, Spirit kind of said we could talk about how can we break the chain or pattern moments. I had heard something today. I was watching this lady and she was talking about how her son, basically she got a divorce, and I'm assuming the father wasn't in the picture with the children, and how heartbroken they would be. They would go to the mailbox because he would promise he was going to send them something. Anyway, we know the story, right? That doesn't happen. And as the I just made the chat bigger and I don't know what I did. I don't have a clue what I just did. Hold on. Katie, yeah, I'm here, Katie. But I just made the chat over my face. I don't know what I did. I'm so clueless. Anyhow, and so I was listening to this story, and this lady was talking about today about how her son was telling her how he was going to be the father that he never had, right? And that's when Spirit said, you need to talk about how to break how to break the pattern. You know, so many of us have those patterns where maybe we didn't have a mom or we didn't have a dad, or, you know, alcoholism or drug addiction, whatever it may be, right? How can we break those patterns? I lost my wife to cancer last May. I am so sorry. Is your name Ed? Well, you're in the right place, Ed. That's what we talk about. Anybody have a clue how I can make this chat smaller? I don't know what the heck I did. I have no clue what I did. I was trying to... Not a clue. And I'm home alone, so nobody to ask. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. How long were you with your wife, Ed? And how are you dealing with that? Because you're definitely in the right place. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on tonight. If you missed it when I first hopped on, 50 years. Oh, holy cow. So how are you dealing? I took my dog out and I fell and I sprained my ankle. I missed a step. Never have done that. Lived in this building for 3 years. I don't know how I missed the last step. So I sprained my ankle. So I have ice on it, but I don't know how long I'm going to be on, guys. Just so you know. How are you dealing, Ed? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I lost my 13-year-old daughter in 2003, my 20-year-old son in 9. Holy cow. And then you lost your husband also? Slowly healing, grief comes in waves. Yes, this I know. As long as you keep it moments, right? Try to keep them moments and don't live there. Don't unpack there, Ed. Yeah, I think I just sprained it. I twisted it pretty good when I fell. I feel more stupid for missing the step than anything. Wow, Sassy, I'm so sorry. Is that your name? You keep busy. Okay, but let me tell you something about keeping busy, Ed. That is good to a certain extent, but you gotta feel also. You can't keep so busy that you aren't feeling. So make sure whenever something comes up, your emotions come up, just let them come, okay? And you gotta work through it. You gotta walk through that. All right? That's part of the healing process, is walking through those emotions and dealing with them as they come up. This is so annoying. I wish I knew how to fix these words. I don't know what I did. Not a clue. You do? Okay, that's good. Okay, Katie. I will. What are we talking about? Sorry, just popped in. No problem. So, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota, if you're not familiar. I started my TikTok because on September 14th of 23, my husband unalived himself. That's when I discovered that I have abilities to talk to my guides. They led me to my purpose in life, which is to help others and to heal and to help uplift others. Can't talk tonight. And so we just talk about loss, or if you're lonely, those kind of things. Where are you from? Thank you for the follow, Sassy. I appreciate that. Bentley, come sit down. My dog. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Welcome. Is it Marty? I don't want to say your name wrong. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Okay, good. I hate it when I slaughter somebody's name. So we're just kind of chatting. Spirit did want me to talk a little bit about how can we break a pattern or chains? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, whether you've had, you know, you grew up maybe without a dad or a mom, and so you're breaking that chain of the absentee parent, or maybe drugs or alcohol. You're in the midst. Mist. What does that mean? Can you elaborate on that? Lay down, Bentley. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Where'd you go, Ed? Do you have a hobby or something, Ed? What do you do to keep busy? Just work? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I can't imagine the pain you've been through, Sassy, with the loss of all three of those. Do you want to talk more about it? Or you're sure welcome to message me after, we can talk about it. And do you mind sharing what's helping you get through? Oh, you're in the midst of breaking patterns. Okay, sorry. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Mostly generational. Yep. Do you want to talk about how you're breaking those patterns? I like to ask questions here. Sorry, and I meant to say we're not shy here, and I also didn't talk about the rules, but that's okay. So far, nobody's breaking them. I only have 2 rules. We don't talk politics, and we always be kind, and we agree to disagree here. Hello there. Is it Ben, and where are you from? You're completely open. Well, the floor is yours if you would like it. Like I said, we're not shy here. This is the kind of thing we talk about. And if you hear my cat, he's crazy. Okay, you're breaking it by always being the giving. Hit send too fast. That's okay. I've done that. Oh, I know it. Had I known, I could make my chat bigger, but now it's annoying. Actually, I don't know if I even need my glasses if it's that big. Being a giver and learning to give to myself. Bingo. There you go. I'm on a farm, still cut hay, sell, and maple sugaring. Okay. So you keep busy on your farm for sure. See, and that's key, is giving to yourself, right? Self-care is huge. And self-care is huge in healing also. And if you, like you said, you're healing generational. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. You stay busy too. Long as, like I said, long as you're feeling and you're not, you know, sometimes we stay busy and that's not, or we make ourselves busy and that's not always good, but it helps you a lot. Okay. Part-time job in town. Okay. 50 years is a long time. Wow. Ed, did you tell me where you were from? I apologize if you did. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Vermont. Okay. Pretty cold up there. There was a gal I was watching on YouTube that lived up there. I can't remember where. Or no, she wasn't in Vermont. My bad. She was in Maine. I was thinking Vermont, but up that way, I guess. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I took a place as a fixer. Hello, Renee. How are you? Cameron from New York. Welcome. I guess I will put my glasses back on now. I can't. I understand the fixer thing. I was always the fixer, right? Well, Jim, I've been better. I fell right before I went live when I took my dog out, and I think I twisted my ankle pretty good, but I got ice on it, so we'll see. Praying it's not swollen so I can go to work in the morning. It was snowing yesterday and raining and 50 now. That sounds like South Dakota. Like, so yesterday, I mean, it was chilly yesterday because we had the wind. But today we woke up to snow. It was snowing. I think we got like 3-4 inches. Yeah, it'll be okay. I'm a big girl. Not the first time. I think I just twisted it. Well, I know I twisted it. And Mr. Joel is on. Thanks for liking the live, Joel. That's what you did. A fixer. We all know what that's basically like being a people pleaser, right? We all know what happens when we're a fixer. We fix everybody's problems but our own. Sadly. And there again, you know, we're constantly giving most of the time from an empty cup because we're so busy fixing everybody else. We don't focus on ourselves, which is hugely important. Yep. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. But I sort of feel the title was given to me. I stood tall. Right? Sometimes we're given that role. And sometimes we just take on that role. But I'm really a little weak. Do you want to elaborate on that little weak part? What, in which way? Weak how? Thanks for liking the live, Jim. I appreciate that. Two-time cancer survivor. Okay. Well, congrats on being a survivor. Not many. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. And don't listen to my crazy cat. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Marty, do you mind me asking what are the but I feel feelings play a role in health? Oh, they sure do. But also healing. Yep, exactly. Aw, thanks for the flowers, Jim. Yeah, you're exactly correct. Do you mind me asking what the generational that you're breaking? And if that's too private, that's you can tell me so. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I can't talk tonight. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. Sadly. My wife was like that. Always the caregiver. Was hard for her to be the care receiver. Yeah. And it is like that, especially if you're a wife and a mother. You have a tendency, especially for me, because I took that role on so young. So I had my first child at 17 and had all my kids by the time I was 23. Scarred from, are you talking about the cancer, Marty? Or something else? But yeah, so when we take on that role, we have a tendency to constantly give, and then we find it hard to take that back. Both, really. Okay. I know when my kids were still at home, we would travel, we would take the kids away for the weekend, whatever, and we would go to like the mall or whatever, and the kids would get to go and buy things that they normally wouldn't get to do. We'd usually do that about tax time. And my husband would get so angry with me, and he'd say, march your butt in one of those stores and buy something for yourself. Because every time I would go in the store, I'd buy something for my kids or for him, but I would never buy anything for myself. And so I had to learn how to fill up my cup, which is really hard when you take on that role. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Joshua, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. So did your wife ever become the receiver? Did she have the chance to become a receiver Ed before she passed? I hope so. How was my day? Not bad. It was my day off. Did a couple errands, didn't do a whole lot. It snowed here, so kind of just chilled. Hurt my ankle before I went live, but I'll survive. Thanks for liking the live, Wayne. I appreciate that. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Josh, where are you from? You want to elaborate on that, Marty? I'm not really good if that's one of those. Michael from Dallas, welcome. Okay. Hi, how are you? Josh, you're from Washington. Where at in Washington? Just curious. Or which part? Seattle? Okay. Fingers crossed I'll be heading your way soon. I hope. How have I been? I've been pretty good. Minus the spraining my ankle tonight before I went live. Hopefully it's not going to swell and I can go to work in the morning. But it'll be what it'll be. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I love the Pacific Northwest. I cannot wait to get back there. I lived in North Idaho for 4.5 years, so my husband and I traveled extensively in Washington and Oregon. You're doing perfect. I think the point is the pain is pain. Comes in all forms. Yes, it does. I have ice on it right now. I'm worried about when I take the ice off of it. I was taking my dog out and I missed the last step, and I don't know how I've done that. I've lived in this apartment building for 3 years and I've never missed that step. Never missed that step. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So basically, if you're not familiar with my channel, my name is Renee and I live in South Dakota. I talk to my guides and generally they give us a topic. Tonight the topic was kind of how can we break the chains or a pattern, which we all know can be different generational patterns, drugs, alcohol, the loss of not having a parent and how to be a better parent because maybe we didn't have one. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. What's up? Loki? from New York City. Welcome. Not much. We're just chatting. We chat about healing and loss here. Yes, I'm bossing you around. What does that mean, Katie? You're the nurse. What are you trying to tell me? Hey, Mason, how are you? That's my grandson. LOL. Sorry, that's my tummy. I don't know why I just ate. Ice to heat. Yeah, I know. That's what my chiropractor used to tell me. I'll put heat on it when I get done. Thanks for liking the live, Mason. How are you, buddy? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I don't do any of that stuff, Katie, so that's not going to happen. I don't do Motrin, I don't do Tylenol. I can't do Tylenol because it makes me sleepy, and I refuse to do it unless I absolutely need it. Good, I'm good. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But I usually refuse to take anything over. I can't do ibuprofen at all because I used to pop that stuff like it was candy before I had stomach problems. Wonder why I have stomach problems. So yeah, I might take a Tylenol later, but I don't take any of that stuff unless I have to be almost dying. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the follow, Cameron. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking the live. You freaking could go bonkers. I need to take care of me. I will. I do take care of me. I don't like taking any of that stuff if I don't have to. So, if it gets too bad later, but I can't take the Tylenol too late because I get up at like 3:30 and I'll still be sleepy. Because everything that says does not make you sleepy makes Renee go to sleep. Tylenol never used to, but now it does. So, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. And I have fibromyalgia, so I have pain every day, so I've learned to live with pain. I just don't take anything. It is what it is. That's my phrase for this year. It is what it is. Anybody else have anything else they want to talk about? We talk about healing and loss here. If you've lost somebody, how you're doing, if you need help with that. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Richard Stitz. I used to know a Stitz long time ago. Long time ago. I will take care of me, Katie. I don't know how I missed that step. I think I was in La La Land. I was supposed to get some news today that was hopefully going to open up a door, and I haven't heard yet, so I've been trying to distract myself, and apparently I was in La La Land trying to distract myself and forgot the last step was there. So yeah, if you all could just throw up some good vibes for me now for my ankle and that I get the news I'm waiting for, that would be amazing. Could sure use that. So yeah, I had to appeal last night, so I got kicked off right in the middle of my live. And I appealed and I won. So that's why I'm here. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be able to go live again until the 17th. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Anybody else got anything else they want to talk about? I was on early tonight, so we might end early if nobody else got anything. How are you feeling, Katie? Are you doing any better? I can't talk tonight. Anybody? Did my chat stop or what happened? All of a sudden, I'm not getting anything. You guys are all still there, right? It says I have a good connection. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I don't know, it's like my chat. Oh, there we go. Oh, I am so sorry. That sucks. Is there something you can do for it? You can message me after, we could talk about it. Or text me. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. 707, guys, angel number. I'm obsessed with the angel numbers. Holy cow, you should have seen the ones I saw today. Now that I see every day. No, Katie, you do need to go to bed. And I'm probably not going to be on much longer either, since if nobody else wants to talk to me, I'm probably going to get this ice off and go heat up my rice. I have a rice thingy that I made for Daryl that I can throw in the microwave and put on there, so that way I have some heat, because I'm not sure what I did with my heating pad. I used to have one, but if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are. Take care of yourself, okay? Message me tomorrow. I'll be at work in the morning, but I should be done by noon, lunchtime, which is 2 o'clock your time. But you can message me anytime. It's Thursday. It won't be too crazy of a day, and I'm doing the other side. So we have 2 hotels hooked together. So Thursdays I work the other side, and it's not too crazy. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Did everybody just leave? What happened here? Okay, well, if nobody else has anything else they want to add. Truth Dog, Pittsburgh, welcome. Anybody else have anything they need to talk about, get off their chest, vent, anything? If not, then I'm going to wrap this up. I was on a little bit early tonight. Okay, well, so I have to do my shameless plug that my guides tell me I have to. So I created a YouTube channel here a while back. Sure, Ed, anytime. I'm usually here. I try to be on between 7 and 8 o'clock Mountain Time, Sunday through Thursday. It's a little sporadic right now because I'm having to watch my grandson sometimes at night from my daughter so she can pick up hours so we can make everything go around here in our world. So here's my shameless plug. All my lives get uploaded to my Facebook and to my YouTube. My YouTube channel is Scorpio Medium. And my email is on there, or you can look on my website here, and that's scorpiomedium74@yahoo.com. If you're interested in booking a channeling session with me, you can go there. That's my shameless plug for the night that Spirit tells me I have to do. So on that note, I'm going to say I hope y'all have a great night. Make tomorrow great. Remember, it's a choice. You have a choice. Remember, we all have things through our day that happen. Just think of them as speed bumps, right? You go over the speed bump during the day, and you keep driving and you forget they're there. So on that note, I'm going to say, if I can figure out how to get off here, because since I did my chat, I don't know where my little thingy went either. Swipe left to close. Hold on. There we go. Oh, there we go. That fixed it. I don't know what I did before. But on that note, I'm going to say until we meet again.